My next guest co-stars in the very funny NBC show The Office. Later this month, she can be seen in the new horror film Slither. Here's a look at her on The Office.
With Michael asking me what my hopes and dreams were, and it ended with him telling me he could bench press 190 pounds. So expect.
Pam, you're trustworthy.
Thank you.
And a woman.
Oh, no.
And I want a voicemail from my boss.
Please welcome Jenna Fischer. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
First off, congratulations. The show is really funny.
Thank you so much.
And you're having a good time so far?
I'm having an amazing time. It's a dream come true. I love it.
This is you know, a big adjustment. You get on this show, and the show is becoming more and more popular. Do you find that people now are starting to recognize you and follow you around?
Not me. It happens to like John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson and Steve Carell, of course.
Right.
But people, I don't get a lot of it. In fact, actually, I was working out in the hotel gym.
I work out in the gym a lot because
at the hotel.
it just doesn't happen by itself. Sorry, so you're in the hotel gym.
I'm in the hotel gym and I'm working out, and you know, you make kind of chit chat with the other people in the gym. And this one guy, he's like, "Oh, I'm in town for work," and I said, "I'm in town for work," and he said, "What do you do?" And I said, "Well, I'm an actress." And there's kind of like a long pause, and then he said, "Anything I would know?" And I said, "Oh, well, I'm on a TV show. It's called The Office." And he goes, "Oh my God, I love that show. That is my favorite show. I watch it every week. Oh my gosh, do you know that guy? That guy who has the crush on the receptionist girl? What's his name? What's his name?" And I go, "John Krasinski." And he goes, "Yeah. Oh, I love that guy. He's so funny. Oh, I heard him on the radio. And oh man." Right. And I'm like, "Yeah, he is. He's cool." And there's like this long pause. And he's like, and he goes, "What do you do on the show?" And I said, I'm the receptionist girl." And he just looked at me blankly, and then he goes, "Huh, wow, you probably hear this all the time, but you are much thinner in real life."
Oh my God! Tell me who this man is. I will beat him to death.
And I was like, "Oh, thank you." I didn't know what to say. I like that. It was like a compliment, but also not a compliment, and it was that he like emphasized much. Right. Not like much thinner in real life.
You know what happens though too is once you're on TV, and Bob, I don't know if you're gonna back me up on this, but you hear things. People, you like as many good things as you hear, you also hear bizarre things. I've told this before, but I swear to God, I was walking down the street once and someone stopped me and went, oh my God, you're that guy from Conan O'Brien." I was like, "Yeah, I'm Chip Whitley. I play Conan in the stage version of Late Night with Conan O'Brien." So you're going to get a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Just get used to it. Now you've been in Los Angeles. You were in Los
10
Angeles.
years.
10 years now.
Yes, this is my 10-year anniversary.
A lot of people, when they get started out in the business, they have odd jobs. I had some weird jobs. We all had some weird jobs. But you had some bizarre experiences when you were first getting started, like finding weird jobs. Isn't that true?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, one of my first jobs as an actress was as the 6th member of an international singing group that was sort of like an international Spice Girls. And
so it was like people were casting for like a new Spice Girls.
Yeah, it was like a new Spice Girls, and I went in to audition for the Country Western American Girl, and I got the part. I saw the ad in like the back of a newspaper, and it turned out though that it was actually a front for a call girl ring. And
wait a minute, this sounds like an episode of Knight Rider or something.
Here's the sad part. It took me 2 weeks to figure that out.
Well, you got to back us up a little bit. How does that even work? So you go and you audition. You think you're one of the 6 girls who's going to be. And when did you start to realize that something wasn't legit?
Yeah. Well, first of all the rehearsals were in this guy's penthouse. I swear, I kept going to rehearsal, and I learned my song, and it was about a truck stop, and I was like rehearsing, and I noticed like none of the other girls were ever singing with me, but they did walk by in lingerie. I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. And I'm like, huh, weird. And I just kept going to rehearsal.
Right.
And then finally he was like, "Listen, our first gig, it's going to be on Friday night. It's for a group of Japanese businessmen, private party." And
and you're thinking, well, I better learn my song.
I did. I freaked out. I go, "We're not ready. We've never rehearsed together. We don't know the steps. We're not ready. You have to hold it off." And he was exactly. He's like, don't worry. Actually, listen, it's a lot more about companionship.
Oh, my God.
And you can just do as much or as little as you feel comfortable with.
Oh, my Lord, yeah.
And that's when I figured it out.
Yeah. Wow, you're right there. You're pretty quick.
You can't get anything past me.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's great that you figured it out then and not later on down the road.
Right, I didn't...
Who was that guy putting together this?
I don't know. He was just, you know, some snazzy wheeler-dealer kind of fellow, you know, a real showman, and I thought I had arrived. I mean, I was new in town, and I was already the 6th member of the International Spice
Well, I'm glad it all worked out well. The Office is not a front for a call girl service.
That I know of yet.
Yeah, that we know of yet, yeah. Yeah, The Office airs Thursday nights at 9:30 on NBC, and the cast. I mean, I really like the show, and one of the reasons I like it so much is that the cast really seems to fit. You guys all have a great chemistry.
We do, and we have weekly viewing parties. We rotate houses, and we watch the show in each other's houses. And I just hosted the Valentine's Day one, and it was really sweet. And we have ladies who lunch. Me and the ladies on the show, we got to lunch.
Cool.
And yeah, actually, another way that I wasn't recognized was we went out to the Ivy, which is kind of like the hot C&B scene luncheon place in Hollywood, and we were really proud of ourselves because we were on the show. And afterwards, we were walking down the street, and we saw the paparazzi, and they were all gathered around this store. And we're like, oh, I wonder who's in the store. It's like Paris Hilton or something. So we went up to one of the photographers, and we said, hey, who's in the store? And he goes, Jason Alexander. And we're like, oh, wow, cool. And then I saw Angela. She's plays the uptight accountant on the show, and I saw the wheels in her head turning, and I looked at her, and she looked at me. I knew what she was going to do, and she turned to him, and she goes, well, we're the ladies of The Office for NBC. And the guy, the photographer, he goes, you are? Really? And we're like, yeah, we are. And he goes, well, I'll give you my card. If you ever know any actors who are going to be out,
Do you know anybody famous?
Yeah, he goes, I'll pay you money. I'll pay you money. And you can give me tips. And we're like, no, I'm sorry, we don't work in the office at NBC. We are on The Office on NBC. And he goes, listen, if you don't want to make any money, that's fine. And so
if you ever want to be part of an international call girl service, let me also just mention Slither opens in theaters March 31st. I think you'll be recognized a lot more. This show is going places. All right, Jenna Fischer, everybody. We'll be right back. Dwayne Perkins.